today. And he has not dropped a single game in a non-dominant fashion on no roof. So if that continues, I don't want it to be too rewarding, of course, the person who has the counter pick advantage. That being said, with something like DSR, it might solve it. If it doesn't, though, I might cut one stage. Who knows? It's all up for experiment. Like I said, it's nothing official, but I know a lot of people like to use this same rule set. So and I want to set like a good example. And I also don't want it to be unfair for the competition. Because even when I was playing, I was like, what do I ban? Like, I don't even know what I want to ban.
I don't even know what a DSR is.
So that means the last stage you won on, you can't go back to.
For real?
Yeah.
So even if you gentlemen, you can't go back
No,
to
if you gentlemen, you can go back to it.
Okay, so even if you win?
But if you win
And
and
then
they don't want a gentleman, then you cannot go back to that stage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way that works. But like I said, it's one of those things where it's just an experiment. The new stage came out. I like Throne Room a lot, and most people out there actually like it. So I'm inclined to.
Bro, Throne Room is so fun.
It's fun.
I love it.
And I think it's very unique to the way the game plays too. But if we decide to cut one, I'll probably cut No Roof before I cut Throne Room, just because more people have been liking Throne Room. But we'll see. Because like I said, oh, wow, we're actually going to end up on Trophy's Edge. Somebody knew how to strike against Sage. So, Here we go. Winners finals time. Sage is not up 1. It is 0-0, and it is a run back here. MultiVersus Mayhem number 21. Bhands trying to finally get one of these elusive Ws here. He has come out a couple times and hasn't gotten it yet. But today, playing like he might.
He's been playing very well. But Sage has been on fire today. But very glad that we're not seeing no wall maps here, because Sage has been in fire with those maps.
Well, with a best of 5, we're going to see it at least once.
Oh, yes.
For sure, Sage
Most
will
definitely.
find a way to get either that or he'll get like Tree Fort or something like that. Because that's pretty much what people were trying to avoid. They weren't trying to give him Tree Fort and instead left open the walls. Well, like I said, more data to be added to the whole thing, because it's all learning. But speaking of learning, Bhands has got to really figured out how to fight this matchup.
He's got a percentage lead right now. Getting the little portal combo at that percentage is actually pretty surprising.
Yeah, he's his ability to layer options. I know we've talked about a lot of option coverage today, but Bhands does it with like another plan behind it after. And he's usually somebody who's nuts after game 1. He's now started to adapt mid-game. That's not good for anyone fighting him, because the Fart Bomb is going to take the first knockout, and he only took 62 to start. Call that tactical crouching.
Tactical crouching.
Yes.
I'm liking it. He was using the Mises as coverage right there.
And Bhands he's a very confident guy. He is every time he's come out here, he said, "I'm winning today." Like every time, without fail, he always says it. Yeah, has he won yet? No. But will he win one eventually with that type of attitude? Yeah. And the way he's playing today could happen. That was a really good string, pushing him all the way up in the air, and it beat Dunk. That was a really good answer to Dunk using the Mises.
Very amazing, yeah. The Mises beats a lot of stuff. The Mises in midair, it actually beats like crazy things like Iron Giant down B, but that Dunk right there is going to take it off of the platform as well.
Yeah, anytime you see a platform anywhere near that, if he can snag you out, he will do it. Minimizing damage is kind of difficult, of course, against Rick, and he gets a follow-up thing. Is that true at that window? Because it looked like he couldn't dodge out of it.
The 2 grounded attacks into the portal?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the post-portal dare is true?
Yes, but at certain percentages, why I said it was surprised that he actually got portaled, at certain percentages, you actually go higher than the portal. Yeah.
That's what I was figuring, because it's like, I don't think I've seen that hit consistently, but I've seen Bhands get it consistently, so that's why I had to question it. Bhands, speaking of consistent damage, again, he has about 134, controlling the space of the game. Up attack comes through, forces him to go high, and now he's got to give respect to Fart Bomb, and he is forcing him to go high again. He used a lot of resources. I don't know if he's making his back. He does somehow, though.
He does, wow. Okay, Sage back in here, trying to put out as much damage as possible. Ooh, racking up this percentage. He is, I believe, at Dunk percentage. He most definitely
100% now, and that's huge for him considering where he's at. That gray health might have helped a little bit. Doesn't get the follow-up off the dare he's looking for, but he has brought this back.
If he would have let go of that Dunk, he would have got it there. But right now, he's got him at a good percentage now from coming back from the left side of the stage.
Yeah, well, that might have helped. I don't know if he was going to live that outright, but side to side, yeah, that should do it. Yeah, especially with the morph. Finally gets the knockout on Sage at 175.
Ooh, the portal's not going to work right there due to the laser being on attack decay. But no worries because the missile,
he still got 53 out of that. It was like 40 damage, but that's still a huge pickoff just off of the stray missile.
That's very good. That's half of 100. So he's halfway there to getting this stock right here. But let's see if Sage can pick it up and get this Elam off here. Looking for a shoulder bash right now. Literally anything just to get this stock.
Oh, he tried to cover. He covered high, covered low. Sage at least going in to get around that, but he doesn't have the ball available on cooldown right now, so he's actually got to wait a second because he wanted to go back in with it. I think Bhands has been pretty good at trying to like bait out defense. I think that's what he's trying to do again there. That's what went for Sair. If Meeseeks was still there, he might have just closed that game out. The Sairs are finding their mark though.
Ooh, looking for literally anything right now. Bhands is playing the greatest edge guard right now. Uh-oh, we don't want to see another Meeseeks edge guard. Right now, Sage is looking for anything, at least a dare, anything. But this, ooh, that dare might be enough. Still not enough. Playing the side of the stage right now. Sage is trying to read the portal. Teleportation back to stage.
Good mix up to make sure that his minimal punish was that Sair too, but the side special finally finds it. Sage has won many a games from this position.
Yes.
Now, Bhands, I think, is one of the most difficult people to do that against, purely because, not just because of the character, but because of his playstyle. That being said, it's still very possible.
If he lands all those string combos with the basketball, it definitely is possible. We've seen him do it here before. So let's see if he actually takes this home.
Oh, he went for the again. He caught him with that mix-up last time, too. That won't be enough. That LeBron wait helping him a little bit right there. Tries to go in with the teleport to mix him up, and Sage now rushing in. There will finally find it, though.
Right there. Very strong from Sage, playing to his best ability right there. He didn't do too bad right there.
No, he brought it back. Like that was really impressive. Here's again that confidence from Bhands, naming himself the GOAT, bro. Like him. He finally brought it too. He told me that he wanted to wear the Pickle Rick costume at the Halloween Zed Destruction, but they didn't actually have a Zeddy on Halloween. Oh wow! So he didn't get to wear it. But now he's
wearing it here.
He also said he's wearing it because he wants Tony to see him win in the costume, Tony, so he can be like, Tony, give me a Pickle Rick skin.
So does that mean I gotta buy a costume of the next Rick skin I want?
I guess. I mean, you can cosplay or do whatever you want.
How would I try and do that skin? How would you cosplay a Toxic Rick?
There it is. Toxic Rick.
Bro, you call me toxic? I'm like the most positive. What?
All right, so we got game number 2 here on Batcave. This is, again, what people were kind of alluding to. Like, if we take away the wall stages, it gives Sage Batcave or Tree Fort. But for Rick, he's perfectly content with fighting here. Like this
Batcave,
yeah, this is a pretty good stage for Rick too. So the stage counter pick kind of works for him.
I feel as if
if he didn't duck right underneath that Batmobile at that angle, he might have been caught for that.
Almost getting a dunk right there, but then again, I was gonna say I feel like this map is good for LeBron as well.
Oh yeah, it's very good for LeBron. The big part, like, of course, why he counterpicked here, but I think why Bhands was leaving it open. That being said, he took 41 damage to start that round.
And here comes these combo strings coming in.
I get why he dodged in too, because you don't want to dodge towards the Batmobile and get comboed off of it. So he is cooking right now. Will he continue to let him cook though? Is the thing.
Very good combo strings coming in from Sage right here. Beautiful. Everything connecting at that too. Both Batmobiles also still up.
And what we're learning here is in a world where there's a very heavy wall stage list, it benefits LeBron early. Yes. Your game plan really has to be to try and get rid of those Batmobiles somehow along the way. But at the same time, the way that he's been comboing you, it's kind of been hard to do that.
Going down low for...
That Sair was right on the money. Dude, if he didn't get that Sair, he was spiked. Like, that was such good time because Bhands forced him exactly where he wanted to go. But instead, now Sage moves up 2 stocks. He's been doing this a lot today also. Yes. Like, Sage has had rounds where he'll, like, lose, and then he'll 3-stock them in the next round. That's what we saw earlier against Retro.
Just hanging on the ledge right there. LeBron doesn't slide down. He actually hangs out the ledge. And that up B right there is going to take it, bouncing off the stage. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. Let's see if Bhands can bring this back.
He definitely can, too. Like you said, Bhands is always better in game 2. Game 1 is the learning experience, and if you lose game 1 after he did that, that's already a problem. Bhands, I remember correctly, I think Bhands finally got his elusive W against Gopo, too. It wasn't the whole bracket, but he finally got a W on him. And that's that in and of itself just shows because Gopo's been so dominant against him for so long. But with this 1-to-1 record that these two have, Like, there's no world where they really don't go game 5, in my opinion.
Yes. Right now, putting both Mises up just so he could deflect the ball. You could see Sage looking for that dunk.
Try to get the dunk into the there so he can just build up some more damage. Up air won't be enough yet. Oh my god! I'm kind of surprised that wasn't enough there either, but he had good KBI over to the right. If I remember correctly, Bhands does run Taz Trig, so that's going to help you a lot against those early knockout attempts.
Love that perk. One of the best.
Yeah, definitely up there in top 5 for sure. Both in 2s and 1s. That helps a ton to get you out of situations. That Sair, though, recovering the high option, goes for the defense, I think, to get an instant dare and trip him up. But that dunk will finally do it. That is a 3-to-1 stock answer from Sage.
Looks like Batman worked, actually, in Sage's favor.
Yeah, Batcave definitely, I mean, I kind of expected that in a way. I feel like that's the only one that Bhands was like fine with, which I think is why we're running. I think we're running it back. We are, yeah.
We're running it back. Okay.
So, because for Sage is gonna ban the stages to try and force his hand to go to.
You lied. We're not running it back.
Clicked a little bit too quickly.
See Sage smiling and everything.
He's like, oh, I get to go back? Yeah, let's do it.
No, we're not.
He has been vibing all day too, by the way, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago, actually, past couple weeks, some tempers have been flaring, right? Because the game.
And it's understandable.
Because it's a competition at the end of the day, right? We all want to see each other succeed.
Exactly.
Close matches do get stressful, though. And I actually tried to talk to people about that. I was like, hey, kind of, calm down a bit, because at the end of the day, we all go back to laughing and chilling afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
But in the moment, you might say something that you don't mean.
Yeah, and that's what I try not to do.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see that, like, Sage, after he was pretty upset with the way things went down last time, he's having a lot of fun today. Retro was laughing all day today, too. Everybody's been pretty much having a good time. So it's good to see, like, that like, feel come back, because no matter what, locals are a way to kind of escape reality for a little bit and have fun with the homies.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And, like, sometimes in a while, like, we all come together, talk. Even when we lose, we just run friendlies.
Yep. If you're upset about the way a game went, run the set after. Like, all right, let's run it back.
Yeah, bro.
And then just move on, because that's the most important thing. But luckily, like I said, we don't really have bad blood around here. Everybody's been pretty chill.
I'm glad.
And right now, Sage trying to get that run back against Bhands the way that this has been going. But I think that Bhands here on Trophy's Edge after game 1 definitely feels much better. He doesn't have to worry so much about the walls anymore.
Worked out for him. Ooh, you see the two Mises going for a little up attack on the ground right there. Just getting some coverage. But luckily, Sage was above there. Ooh, almost getting that dunk right there.
Yeah, last second laser giving him a save. Good usage of portal. Sometimes you need to use it for disadvantage. Don't try to show that. What I believe it was up here. I looked away for a sec.
I believe so.
Yeah, it was the unarmed up air. He was gonna take it off the top. Sage definitely looking a lot better considering the lead that Bhands had that game 1.
Yes, I could see it. Ooh, I was thinking he was gonna up it right there for Sage recovering high.
Yeah, I kind of expected that too. I think he went for one of those like lasers. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You got it. You have to be so careful. Last time that Sage beat Retro 2 before this, he kind of took game 3 by getting a 19 damage knockout off of like a really good chase to the skies, and that just derailed Retro after that.
Yeah. And it's crazy how like the way Sage be playing LeBron, like, he be just stacking damage. And there we go. That up attack means he's going to take that.
That was good, knowing that that's going to win out on that trade there. So it's like, even if you take a hit, as long as you get, if you take the hit and they die, it's like, all right, well, I won the interaction. I'm going to do that every time.
I be catching myself in that situation sometimes. Right now, I feel like, ooh, there's still, okay, even stocks and everything. Right now, it's just percentage-wise. I feel like Sage is just trying to find an opener just to get his ball back.
Yeah, definitely looking for the ball to try and find a passive movement in, because at least the ball will get in the way of one or two things that he throws at you. But Bhands is kind of playing that, let me build up damage slow game, because I can't afford to go into a trade war with you right now.
He never does the neutral B to take the ball, which I never see Sage doing. He has neutral B in order to take the ball back.
So he actually does, but it depends on the matchup sometimes. I think the reason why he doesn't do it so much against Rick is because there's there's almost always something behind it. So you don't want to put yourself in that like waiting animation sometimes.
Nice TP right there.
That was really good option coverage. This Sarah's been beating out Dunk pretty often. Oh my god!
Almost connecting right there.
That was such a good setup from Bhands. I'm actually semi-upset it didn't hit, but he gets the dare off of that.
Very nice.
I assume he had to be DIing off to the left. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, and fell way faster than he expected.
Here we go. Here we go. Right now, Bhands has to do anything. Oh, this might take it right here. There we go. The whip with the up attack grounded is going to take that. Here we go. We got some portal mix-ups right here. Then again, he has to dodge all the balls on the screen right now. Right now, Sage can use anything for... Oh my!
Oh, he just missed the dare. He tried so hard to get him on the early one, but now you can see Bhands like in panic mode for a moment there.
Yes.
Like, and once you see a lot of defensive options go out quick, that means you can start to chase him at disadvantage because they're probably going to be playing afraid. That's why Sage is pushing so much right now.
Using polymorph to break way, you know, get some type of control from the stage.
Yeah, that was so close to being the game right there too. That dunk just missed on that platform, but Sage refusing to give up his turn.
Just barely dodging that dunk right there. Almost gonna take that. Here we go. We got some portal. Ooh, portal mix-ups. Ooh,
huge
since he was turned
damage.
around, yes, he is going to flop on the ground like a fish right there. Right now, ooh, Bhands is playing this like he wants to win this. You can see.
Oh yeah, 100%. He is not anything less than a W is not good enough for Bhands. And for that matter, anybody at this point in the bracket too, you want to win the whole thing. Sage has been so close to winning multiple times and then hasn't been able to close it out. I don't think he can afford to be on the loser side of Grands against someone like Bhands or Retro or Chavo the way they've been playing tonight. Actually, excuse me, Retro's out. I mean, Streamline.
Oh, yeah. Using TP to get back to Sage. Using the portal right there is very good because it's hard to recover. Oh my gosh, and he caught him. Trying to stall with the Nair, but then Bhands is going to catch him with that Sair right there.
They
off
both
of the platform.
Collectively, like at the same time, had like the full lean back. Like the yes and the like both at the same time.
Makes the motions right there.
That was crazy considering like Bhands was kind of getting rolled a little bit for a bit there.
Yeah.
Like but Bhands, like we said, you can never count him out. If he's still got a stock, he has time to adapt. He's so good at adjusting to what you've been doing. And the fact that he caught him finally on a drift, because he's been drifting to that platform pretty unchecked. Yes. Usually it's just a laser so he doesn't die. He finally decided to go for the Sair and mix it up.
Right now, we're actually going to take this to no roof Scoobies. The one that Ajax wanted off the list.
Well, not off the list necessarily. I'm saying that it might be the first one on chopping block, depending on things go. And smart
first
on
thing,
Bhands, break it instantly, because while those are up, these side walls are complete stage control for Sage. It's Cromulons, but wider. But the only thing that's good for Sage here as well is that high blast zone, excuse me, the low blast zone and the low sides, or the closer sides, really easy to get early knockouts here.
Right now, since portals are big, he got hit trying to place portals midway. They disappeared, but if he did get hit into them, he would have came out through the other end. Right now, we got some even percentages right now. Everything looking pretty good. Playing normal, but there is still one wall up, so Sage can potentially combo off of that as well.
Sure enough, yeah, he hasn't thrown any basketballs at it at all. I think he just wants to make sure he has good combo starters instead, so he's trying to stay with the basketball armed. But he's forced to go high. That has been pretty good to get him out of disadvantage, but Bhands is kind of been giving it more respect. I feel like game 2, a lot of the damage came off of him not respecting that. Actually, game 1 for that matter, too. That's why it was so close. He kept double jumping over it and getting them free.
Yes. Last game, he was getting hit by them a lot. But it seems like he knows what to do about him now. Throwing Meeseek as a way to just, like, scare him a little. You can see how he's playing right now.
Yeah, his timing on that, too, is so good. Like, oh, my God, he goes for it again, but that time he...
up here. Nice dodge. Perfectly timing,
yeah,
too.
Considering last time he tried that same setup, he dodged it early, but that fart bomb is so fast, and it's got such good knockback, and now that puts Bhands... Oh, wait, I actually did that wrong. I just realized I put Sage as the one who won that last one. It was Bhands who brought it all the way back. So Bhands moving up in the lead once again.
Go right now, looking for the dunk, and he's actually going to catch that just like that. Catching the dunk, making this even Steven right now. Like that.
You've used it before, but it was good. It was good. I prefer that over somebody else's.
Flabbergasted.
Oh my God. But oh my God, this damage.
Beautiful,
so
yes. I'm liking the little combos, using the portals for the missile to go through.
Yeah.
Coming out the other end and comboing that down to a down air.
Oh,
but Sage Nothing better than Sage's combo strings in the air.
Sage, no, man, look, name a better duo than Sage and no Roof Scoobies, man. Like,
literally.
Is so ridiculously good. Now, what can he do to try and keep that lead is the big question. He had a good lead last time. Bhands brought it back. Bhands already has him at 79 and counting, and Sage hasn't hit him since.
Right now, I'm liking the way Sage is using his eyes right now to, oh my gosh, these combos, I'm loving them. Every time he does it, I'm loving it. It doesn't get old. But right now, he's doing a really great job and taking all his projectiles and just changing it into the ball. Like, very great job, just jumping straight towards Portal, using defense. Very great job.
Yeah, I will say really good spacing as well on Bhands, who's kind of just been like hovering over Sage, almost unchecked, considering that he just got killed so early a second ago, and he doesn't care about going vertical, is really impressive considering the situation. And he's only taken 57, so this is, once he finds a Sair, this is still an incredibly doable game for him.
I agree, and I see it here too. Just barely dodging that basketball right there. Ooh, looking for a dunk right now. Right now, he is dunk percentage. He definitely is 100% dunk percentage right now.
The amount of times people get caught on the panic dodge in after that is so ridiculous. He's so good at catching people on that, but he still does not find a knockout. Goes for another dunk. That one should be enough,
scaring him with that
Scoobies.
first dunk. Yes. I like the attempt for the first dunk, scare him, making him dodge out, dodge back in to land that second dunk. Very nice from Sage.
And the exact thing we expected, the exact thing we were hoping to see, and exactly what I'm happy about is I get to say we have Game 5. I love watching these two fight each other, and I love how good these matches have been all day. I know it's been to the detriment to some of the players who've been here. We did have a little bit of a hiccup with some people not having cords, so some of the games in the back did take a little bit longer in losers, but
taking it back where?
We don't care because we're all good. And it's going to run it back to trophies. I'm curious. So I can only assume that Sage is probably banning stuff like Sky Arena no plats, which he's been pretty good on, but at the same time, you want some form of lower blast zone. And maybe Sky Arena plats. Actually, no. Rick never really likes to go there.
Yeah.
What is he banning? I'm curious.
Me too. Definitely that throne map.
No, actually, he loves the throne map. He is
Sage does, yeah.
Sage loves. Oh yeah, Bhands is definitely banning that. But it was Sage that won the last one, so it was.
Oh
so it was
yes,
on Sage.
That's right.
Curious to see what I'm curious to see what it is. But still, this has been a ridiculously good set so far. Both of them have been able to like kind of get leads back. Sage finally was able to clutch out a lead that time. Did get an early stock, but if history repeats itself, every game so far has gone to Bhands on Trophy's edge. Even with the games being really close, he's been able to clutch it here.
Trying to get that little edge guard with up B. Ooh, using the Meeseeks to destroy the ball right there. Usually my attempt, I throw golf Meeseeks down, but I'm liking that up attack Meeseeks. Mixing it up a little, and that's something Bhands that's always good with doing. Ooh, almost that basketball. Almost
oh my god, I was wondering where that basketball was too. It's like if he dodges back on that, he's going to get hit.
Ooh, and using the platform at his advantage. And Sage has been doing that a lot, using the platforms. And like you said, it's one of the best things he's been doing lately. Ooh, here we go, using the polymorph to separate both of them. Taking a little bit of stage control right there. Ooh, but since he was big, he made the hitboxes bigger, so he's going to get that dare to Sair. And the blaster plus the Sair is going to take that, even though it was on attack decay.
Yeah, answering with the first stock once again. So now it's build the damage time. Keep Sage out time as much as you can. You can see a lot of passive single shot lasers like right now, because he's just trying to make sure he doesn't leave this stock without at least, like, I'd say 60.
Yeah,
60 gets the job done. I would say more, but the
Ooh,
up air will find
there
it.
Goes, yeah. See, I usually like your idea, 60. I like going above 50 because, you know, half of 100.
Yeah, it's like worth half the stock. Get them to half the knockout windows, and that means that your neutral game isn't going to be as stressful. But Sage is the problem with that sometimes is that Sage can find that off of 2 neutral wins. So it becomes a question of when is it okay to kind of back off when you have that stock lead. And look at Sage starting to bring it back right now.
Here we go right now, getting some little portal combos, Meeseeks mixing through it. Ooh, and Sairing him actually straight to his blaster, shot through the portal. Very nice conversion with the portal mix-ups. I'm loving them.
Trying to get down onto the ground. That Sair does find his mark. Trying to catch him on a dunk into down air. Get that big combo that he was looking for earlier. The Mega Seed hasn't been able to find its mark yet, but at some point, I think it might. He's just barely missing these. Up attack, he's used a lot of resources. He's got to dodge out. That's an up attack coverage right there. That was perfectly executed by Bhands.
Canceling that first up attack and dodging right to another up attack and catching Sage right off guard.
that clutch on the last Trophy's Edge looming heavily over Sage's right now because he had such a big lead there, and he and Bhands ended up taking it with that cider off the side, and now Bhands building up this lead here in Game 5.
Here we go, doing so good so far. Right now, Sage is looking for an opener just so we can get the ball back. And there we go. We got one ball on stage. Never mind, I lied.
Yeah, that's a borrow time thing here on Trophy's Edge especially.
Oh, you don't want to be over there?
No, not at all. I was actually very curious as to why he went off the stage like that. I don't think it was intended. And that just gave Bhands not only free damage, but stage control too.
I really like how Bhands played it a little patient right there. Instead of just going straight down for a dare, he played it safe and played for, like, the grounded dare.
Yeah.
And let him come back up, and here it is now.
Oh, the upper got beat out too by the laser. That dunk might...
Oh my gosh, Dunk is not going to take that right there. Has Polymorph available. I wonder if he's going to use it soon. Trying to get the up attack on the Meeseeks.
Oh, the laser gets in the way again.
Blaster.
Up special would do it if it's on the side.
Up attack coming in.
Won't be enough yet here on LeBron, but one good straight hit, especially on Morph. That's the game.
Here's Polymorph. The blaster and the Sair coming in.
Ball
coming, but that fart bomb coming out of nowhere.
Yeah,
almost taking him, and there it goes again with the fart bomb.
That is now 2 times in a row to Bhands taking it over Sage. This time in a best of 5, getting the W on him, getting the set lead against Sage so far. And that again, that clutch that he had on that game with the side air was so important. If he did not clutch that, I think Sage possibly wins the set. But it forced them to have to get the game forward, and it gave Trophy's Edge once again back to Bhands on game number